Hello everybody, and welcome to Let's Play Medieval 2 Total War, the English campaign. Well, yesterday I played the game for the first time in a long time, and to say we were a little bit rusty was maybe an understatement. I mean, I've never been good at battles, but the one at Bern was quite horrific, quite the butchering, and I did myself no favours and no justice there because, well, I really screwed it up. But anyway, enough of my failings as a commander. We eliminated the French, and that was our main goal, and to some end that goal is complete. So, why am I not playing the game now? Why am I talking about just these things right now? I am updating this game today. It's going to be a single update, although by the time you see it, it will all be part of a long list of 6, including yesterday's updates, to set out the future few parts of this game. Now, you know I like to give you the opportunity where possible to shape the campaign. We've had the past crusades. Remember back in the time when we were a little bit stuck and we were really getting attacked from all angles, attacked from the French, and everything was going up in smoke. I got a bit frustrated when I started getting attacked from Milan as well because of King Lawrence's blunder in the water. Things like that, where you can help me. I like to take on board what you say and let this be as interactive as possible. So it's gonna be kind of an update to that effect. Now, as you will probably know if you've been following this Let's Play, one turn is set as 6 months, and if we go to the game rankings here, we can see we have a whopping 790 turns left. That's a hell of a lot of turns. So, my current situation and my current thinking are behind the next few parts. When I say few parts, I'm talking maybe between sort of 20 to 30, 40 turns. Maybe the next 6, 7 or 8 parts of the Let's Play. I really am thinking of taking the pace down of the game a little bit and starting to maybe just widen our explorations. Do you want to just see me rampaging through people's lands, sending army after army, capture settlement, another army, capture settlement, storming through the game at a ridiculous pace? Maybe you do, I don't know, but I feel as if we need to explore some more avenues. Let's make the game that little bit more interesting. And my first thing I'm gonna do, hopefully, now we have destroyed our arch enemies, I'm thinking of getting this ceasefire with the Pope, this reconciliation. Let us get back into the good books and hopefully prevent a crusade against us. Now, if I have to be creative to do that, give the Pope a backhander, here's 2,000, 3,000 florins for your coffers, your holiness, take that, and I'm sure God would smile down upon us once again, wink wink. Give it a whirl. If his Popeness wants a couple of our lands and some cash, I might be open to give him some of our less lucrative lands. How about Dublin and Carnarvon or something like that? Give him a couple of lands, sweeten the deal, just to get a bit of reconciliation. Yes, we lose lands, we'll probably lose income as well, but it's just a bit of something different, maybe something that could be feasible in these times. You've just eliminated your rivals, and to prevent all your hard work coming crashing down with a crusade, you're going to make some sacrifices. That's something I may consider, all in part of slowing the pace of the game down a little. Secondly, we are at war with the Milanese and the Spanish. Once again, let's be a little bit creative with that. Try and get a ceasefire with these people. Again, bits of bribes here, see how it goes. We may not be able to, but let's give it a try. Let's give it our best shot. I know one thing for sure though, I won't be attacking them unless they attack me. So once again, as I say, all part of slowing the pace down. So that's the first bit. Try and get a reconciliation by any means necessary, and try and get a ceasefire with some of my enemies. Next part is some housekeeping. I really need to sort of clean up the garrisons, take out any unnecessary troops, and try and get all my settlements free upkeep. The ones in England are perfectly fine. I think most of these are actually on free upkeep. That can be. But the ones down here might need a bit of tweaking. And also in the castles, if there's any unnecessary troops, like in Angers, there's a lot of troops there. I'm going to consider taking the troops out of the settlements. Also in Paris, there's quite a few there. I mean, these are all not free upkeep. Take the troops out of these settlements and stick them in a fort, in a garrison, in a fort, in a full stack troop or near enough full stack army, and just stick them on the border. So if we're worried about an attack from the Spanish, rather than having them in these settlements all spread willy-nilly, get them all convened together, give them a general to overwatch them, and stick him in a fort on the border, keeping watch. One there to keep an eye on the Spanish, and maybe one down here to keep an eye on the Holy Roman Empire, which I feel could be our next major problem, and also could keep an eye on the Milanese as well. So cleaning up our act in the settlements. Also taxing the hell out of them as much as possible. All with a view to stabilising and increasing our budget, which I know is not particularly low at the moment, but let's just get it done. All in part of slowing the game down also, let's try and experiment with some of our ancillary troops. You know, we're using our assassin again. We've just got a new one, Lewis Shillham there. Let's try and get him up to the standard of Toby the Killer. Let's try and get him a companion. Maybe have them go out as a pair, causing mischief and, you know, cutting off a head here, stabbing somebody in the eye there. You know, all very sleuthy. You know, let's play around with them. Get a couple of spies. Let's see if we can build up some spies. Let's build up the best spies the world has ever seen, that can see for miles ahead. You know, get a diplomat. Remember Lawrence Biddell with his diplomatic relations skill? He was the best diplomat I've had. And now we're left with this useless crock of crap here. Look at him, Mr. Bloody...
Your orders, sire.
Robert of Nottingham. Absolutely useless. So let's have a little bit of a play with them. Maybe try and bring in some merchants. I've had some people give me some advice in the past about merchants. Let's give it a blast. So that's my plan. But as I said, it's all down to you guys. If you think that's a load of crap and you want to see me smash the Spanish or smash the Holy Romans or do whatever else, feel free to say. I'll take it into consideration. So that's basically the update. Just to say, I'm so relieved to have beaten the French into an oblivion, but now I feel it's a good time to try and experiment with things. Getting this reconciliation, bit of bribing maybe to get that, try and get some ceasefires and enjoy a time of peace for the time being, slow the pace down and enjoy the finer nuances of the game. Let's get those diplomats working, let's get those spies and more particularly those assassins up to speed, let's get those garrisons in the settlements trimmed down and let's maximise our profit. And let's get a couple of forts out there, a couple of armies overwatching the situation on our borders, ready for attack, so that we can then be confident that we are ready for any eventuality. So, that's my plan, that's my aim, and if you've got anything to say on that, or any advice whatsoever, then as you know, feel free to post a comment on the page. Welcome back folks to Medieval 2 Total War. The next update will only be 3 days away. I'll see you soon.